What if I told you that every emotion you feel, joy, anxiety, sadness, excitement, is secretly orchestrated by the invisible clock inside you? That the rise and fall of your moods, your bursts of motivation, even your moments of despair aren't random, but are secretly synced to the rhythm of time itself? Today, we're unlocking Chrono-Empathy, the hidden science that reveals how your internal clock shapes your feelings, your decisions, and the very way you experience life. Stick with me, because once you see time in this way, your mind and your emotions will never feel the same again. Hello, emotional explorers. I'm Learn Express, your guide to the hidden rhythms of time and feeling. Chrono-empathy is understanding how time shapes our emotions, our internal clocks syncing with moments, influencing mood, memory, and well-being. A 2025 Frontiers in Psychology study on interoceptive signals and emotion shaping temporal perception reveals how bodily cues like heartbeats warp our sense of time during emotional states. In this journey, we'll explore the emotional currents of time, neuroscience of time's impact on feelings, understanding your internal rhythms, over 20 strategies to harness chrono-empathy, and a vision of time-aware emotional mastery. Why dive in? Mastering this enhances self-awareness and resilience. Backed by 2025 research showing 20% better emotional regulation through time perception awareness. You'll gain high-value insights to apply daily. Let's tune into time's emotions. Ready to feel the flow? Part 1. The emotional currents of time. Time that isn't just a backdrop. It pulses with emotion. The past lingers, shaded by nostalgia or regret. The present surges, electric with intensity. The future hums, alive with hope or heavy with anxiety. According to a 2025 study in Frontiers in Psychology, your emotional state can literally stretch or compress time. Fear drags moments into eternity, while joy makes them disappear in an instant. In real life, this plays out in vivid ways. Stress warps perception, making minutes feel like hours, as shown in a 2025 Science Direct analysis of physiological stress and time distortion. Impulsivity bends your inner clock when strong feelings hit, per a 2025 Taylor and Francis study on emotion-driven temporal shifts. And grief, loss, reshapes how we view every hour and day, changing temporal perspective itself, according to recent grief and time research. Here's your question. When your emotions surge, how does time feel to you? An endless stretch or a fleeting spark? Part 2. Neuroscience. Time's invisible hand on emotions. Neuroscience shows us that time doesn't just tick, it pulses. Deep in your brain, the suprachiasmatic nucleus coordinates your circadian rhythm, weaving together sleep, light, and emotion. When your internal clock is off sync, anxiety spikes, mood falters, and time itself becomes distorted. 2025 Frontiers in Psychology. Review on intertemporal meditation reveals something incredible. By consciously tuning how we perceive time, we can calm our emotions. This modulation alters activity in the insula and prefrontal cortex, rewiring how our brain interprets stress, calm, and everything between. Emotion also warps time's flow. Negative states like fear stretch seconds into feeling like minutes, a survival trick wired into our ancestors. A 2025 PubMed report confirms this effect, while a ResearchGate VR experiment shows that stressful simulated scenarios make time drag. Impulsivity amplifies this distortion, according to a 2025 Sage Journal study, and grief rebuilds your time perception entirely, as demonstrated in a 2025 ESMED study on post-loss temporal shifts. But beware, when emotional time distortion becomes chronic, it breeds anxiety and instability. Teaser. Next, we'll learn how to harness these rhythms, turning time's invisible hand into your emotional ally. Question: which part of the time-emotion connection surprises you the most right now? Part 3. Understanding your internal rhythms. Chrono-Empathy in practice. Chrono-Empathy is the art of tuning into your personal time-emotion flow. It means recognizing how internal rhythms, emotional states, and external forces shape your mental landscape, and using that awareness to steer your mood and clarity. Your daily biological rhythms set a mood baseline, cortisol peaks in the morning to energize you, while evening melatonin gently eases you toward calm and rest. When your schedule mismatches that rhythm, sleep shifts, erratic work hours, or overstimulation, your mind pays the price with mood swings and fatigue. Life events amplify this effect. A 2025 Taylor and Francis study on time perspective following loss shows grief fundamentally warps how people relate to the future, often clouding hope and clarity. But the internal clock isn't only about hormones. Imagine your heartbeat, or your breathing, subtly influencing how you perceive time when emotions run high. A 2025 Frontier study reveals these interoceptive signals can stretch or warp your sense of duration during emotional states, changing not just how you feel, but how you experience time itself. Even pop culture illustrates this truth. According to a 2025 LJMU analysis of stress in reality show participants, heightened anxiety can distort time perception. Those dramatic hours under pressure feel either fleeting or endlessly heavy. Want to harness chrono-empathy for real? Start with a simple time field journal. Record not just what happens in a day, but how time felt during it. Track energy peaks, mood dips, moments of flow or anxiety. Over time, patterns emerge, and you begin to understand your unique rhythm. Yes, modern life tries to drag you off beat, but chrono-empathy gives you a chance to tune back in and reclaim control over your inner timing. Question: how would your day change if you start honoring your natural rhythm instead of fighting it? Part 4. 20+ strategies to harness chrono-empathy. Your chrono-empathy toolkit, backed by 2025 research from Frontiers and Taylor and Francis, empowers you to master the invisible currents of time and emotion. Foundational practices. Track time emotions. Journal how moments feel to uncover hidden patterns, per Frontiers on perception. 2. Intertemporal meditation. Focus on past, present, future. Studies show 20% calmer emotional states. 3. Align activities. Schedule high-energy tasks to match natural peaks for flow and positivity. 4. Heartbeat awareness. Tune into pulses during emotions to anchor your sense of time. 5. Emotional timelines. Visualize your day as a wave to anticipate and navigate moods. 6. Novelty dosing. Sprinkle new experiences to stretch positive time perception. 7. Stress buffers. Deep breathing shortens negative distortions. Advanced chrono-empathy. 8. VR simulations. Train emotional time perception in controlled scenarios. ResearchGate. 9. Impulsivity checks. Pause before choices to stabilize your temporal experience. 10. Grief reframing. Shift time perspective. Post-loss for healing and resilience. 11. Valence training. Associate positive emotions with time flow for longer lasting joy. 12. Daily reflections. Review how time shaped feelings to spot trends. 13. Rhythm syncing. Adjust light exposure and meals for emotional balance. Daily integration. 14. What if emotions? Explore hypothetical time scenarios to foresee reactions. 15. Community shares. Discuss your time feel insights to deepen empathy. App tracking. Monitor mood time links for actionable feedback. 17. Nature immersion. Outdoor exposure resets your emotional clock. 18. Mindful pauses. Anchor fully in the present to balance your inner tempo. 19. Future visualization. Envision hopeful moments to reduce anxiety. 20. Past release. Let go of lingering echoes to reclaim emotional bandwidth. 21. Ethical awareness. Use chrono insights for self-compassion, not judgment. 22. Experiment. Try different strategies. Track your well-being. 23. Balance intensity. Avoid over-analysis that fragments focus. 24. Personalize. Tailor approaches to your unique rhythms. 25. Share stories. Connect with others through shared time-emotion experiences. 26. Professional guidance. Seek help if distortions persist. 27. Celebrate flows. Embrace moments where time and emotion align perfectly. Challenge. Pick 3 strategies, like journaling, intertemporal meditation, and activity alignment, and experiment today. Track your insights and share your discoveries below. Part 5. The Chrono-Empathic Future. Harmonized emotions. Chrono-empathy isn't just a personal tool, it's a societal revolution. 2025 research in IJAST links awareness of emotional time to higher life satisfaction, resilience, and well-being. Imagine cities, workplaces, and schools designed around our natural emotional rhythms. Stress reduced by 20%, focus amplified, and collective harmony soaring. Your mastery of chrono-empathy pioneers this future. By tuning into the subtle currents of your internal clock, you don't just navigate life, you orchestrate it. Embrace the flow of time, harness its emotional power, and unlock deeper fulfillment every day. The future isn't just ahead, it's aligned with your emotions. Conclusion. Mastering chrono-empathy, your emotional superpower. From the emotional currents of time to the neuroscience of feeling, and from tuning into your internal rhythms to daily chrono-empathy strategies, we've uncovered how time shapes every beat of your life. Research from 2025 shows that by understanding and harnessing these temporal emotional flows, you can boost focus, reduce stress, and elevate your well-being by 20% or more. Imagine waking up in sync with your natural rhythms, navigating emotional highs and lows with clarity, and making decisions with foresight. Picture a life, and even a society, where our days are designed around emotional flow, not constant chaos. That's the power of chrono-empathy, turning invisible forces into actionable mastery. Start small. Journal your time feels, meditate on your emotional moments, and align key tasks to your internal clock. Track your progress, experiment, and watch how your perception of time and life itself transforms. The future isn't just ahead, it's flowing through you, moment by moment. Master your chrono-empathy, and you don't just live through time, you thrive with it. Challenge for you. Today, notice one way your emotions distort time and apply one strategy from this series. Share your breakthrough below. Let's build a community of chrono-empathic minds.